Okay, so picture this. You've been studying English for a while. You know your stuff, like genuinely, you've put in the time. You walk into a restaurant, you sit down, you're actually feeling pretty good. And then the waiter comes over and says, "How would you like that cooked?" And something just stops. Not because you don't know English, but because in that exact second, your brain goes, "Wait, what kind of question is this? Is this yes or no? Is this a choice? What are the options? What do people normally say here?" And while all of that is happening inside your head, on the outside, you're just smiling, nodding, hoping whatever comes out sounds okay.
And the worst part is, you probably did say something. It's not like you went completely silent, but the second the waiter walked away, you thought, wait, what did I just agree to?
What did I just order?
Yeah, that feeling. That specific, slightly awful feeling of being completely fine on the outside and quietly lost on the inside. That's what today is about. And I want to say this up front because I think it matters. That feeling has nothing to do with how much English you know. Nothing.
It's not a language problem.
It's a script problem. Hey, welcome to Rise English. I'm Sophie.
I'm Ryan, and by the end of this episode, that feeling, gone. Not, "we'll give you 50 phrases to memorize," gone. Actually gone. We're going to walk through the whole restaurant experience together, every step, in the exact order it actually happens. So next time you sit down, you already know what's coming before the waiter even opens his mouth.
Okay, so I want to start with something that genuinely changed how I think about this. A restaurant, specifically the conversation at a restaurant, is one of the only situations in real life where you actually know what the other person is going to say before they say it. Like, almost word for word.
Which sounds too good to be true, but it's real. The waiter is following a script, every time. They walk over, they greet you, they ask about drinks, they come back for your order, they check on you halfway through, they ask about dessert, they bring the check. That's it. That's the whole thing. It doesn't change.
I was at this place last week and I was just kind of watching it happen. And yeah, every single step, exactly that order. Every table around me, same thing.
So if you know their script, you can prepare your half of the conversation. You're not improvising. You're just responding to things you already expected.
Which is so different from how most people go in. Most people think they need to be ready for anything, like they're about to walk into some kind of unpredictable English exam.
And it's actually the opposite. It's probably the most predictable conversation you'll have in English.
Okay, so walk me through it. From the beginning, like you just walked in the door.
All right, so you walk in. First thing, someone greets you. Could be a host at the front, could be the waiter. Sometimes it's just whoever's nearby. And they're going to ask one of two things. Either, "Do you have a reservation?" or just, "How many?" Sometimes both. That's the opening, every time.
And for "Do you have a reservation?" if you do, you just say, "Yes," under your name. And if you don't,
"No, just the two of us," or "No, party of 3," whatever your number is. And they'll either say, "Right this way," or "It'll be about a 10-minute wait." Either way, you knew it was coming, no surprises.
okay, and right this way. Can we just pause on that for a second? Because I feel like if you've never heard that phrase before, it sounds oddly formal. Like you're being summoned somewhere.
It really does. Right this way where? What way? But it just means follow me, that's all. Follow the person.
Follow the person. Okay, so you're seated. What's next?
So you sit down, menus come out, and pretty quickly someone swings by and says, "Can I start you off with something to drink?" Or, "What can I get you started with?" And this is where people sometimes trip up, because get you started sounds like the beginning of something long and complicated.
It sounds like there's going to be a whole process.
It's just drinks. They want to know what you want to drink. So you can literally just say, just water for now, thank you, and you're done. Or if you want something specific, could I get a Coke? I'll go with the lemonade. Done.
Okay, I'll go with. Can we stop there for a second? Because I feel like that phrase alone is worth a lot.
It really is. It's the most natural way to order anything. Instead of I want, which is fine, nobody's going to be offended, but it sounds a bit flat. Or I would like, which is correct, but slightly formal for a casual place. I'll go with, just sounds like you've thought about it and you've made a decision. It sounds easy.
I'll go with the pasta. Done. Confident. Moving on.
And you can use it for literally everything. Drinks, starters, main, dessert. That one phrase carries you through the whole meal.
Okay, so drinks are sorted. Food order, how does that go?
So they come back and they'll say, are you ready to order? Everyone knows that part. But then depending on what you get, there are follow-up questions. And those are the ones that get people.
The freeze points.
The freeze points. And there are really only 3 of them. 3 moments in the whole meal where people consistently stop. And once you know what they are, they're not freeze points anymore. They're just the script.
Okay, so freeze point 1.
How would you like that cooked? This one shows up whenever you order a burger or steak, anything where the meat can be cooked to different levels. And the reason it's a freeze point isn't the vocabulary. It's that nobody told you to expect a follow-up question right there. You ordered, you thought you were done, and then more questions.
So what are the actual options?
Rare, very pink, almost raw in the middle. Medium rare, pink in the middle, a bit of juice. Medium, a little pink, mostly cooked through. Well done, no pink, cooked all the way. And honestly, if you don't have a preference, just say medium. It's the safe middle ground. The chef's not going to have opinions about it.
Mine is always medium rare. I decided that years ago, and I've never had to think about it since.
That's the move. Pick one, make it yours. Medium rare, please, every time. No thinking required.
Freeze point 2.
Is that for here or to go? This one comes up more at casual places, fast casual, cafes, counter service spots. And it goes by fast. Waiter says it almost like one word. For the to go? And if you're not expecting it,
You smile. You nod.
you smile and nod and hope for the best. But it's just for here, you're eating at the restaurant. To go, you're taking it with you. For here, please. To go, actually. That's 4 words. That's the whole answer.
And freeze point 3. Okay, this one I genuinely love because it gets people even when their English is really solid.
Halfway through your meal, the waiter comes by and goes, how's everything tasting?
And people launch into an actual review.
Yes, they think it's a real question. Like the waiter has a notepad and is going to stand there and take detailed feedback.
Well, the pasta is quite good, but I find the sauce slightly heavy and the portion is...
And the waiter is already at another table.
It's just checking in. It's a social thing. They're not requesting a critique. So you just say, everything's great, thanks. And you both move on with your lives.
Really good, thank you. Delicious, thanks. Any of those work. And if something is actually wrong, food's cold, order's incorrect, that's when you flag it. But the casual how's everything tasting is just warmth. They're being friendly, you be friendly back.
Knowing that takes so much pressure off. You don't have to have a prepared opinion about your food.
You just have to confirm that you're alive and enjoying yourself.
Okay, so you've eaten. Everything was great. Now you want to leave. And this is another moment that people kind of just wait through. The waiter walks by a few times, and you sort of make eye contact and hope they get it.
The hope stare. Very common technique.
Does not always work. So, you can just ask. When they come by, or when you catch their eye, you say, "Could we get the check, please?" That's it. It's completely normal to ask. Expected, even.
In a lot of restaurants, the waiter won't bring the check until you ask because they don't want to rush you. So the wait is sometimes intentional.
Which is good to know. Otherwise, you're sitting there thinking you've been forgotten.
Could we get the check? Or could we get the bill? Both work. In America, check is more common. In a lot of other places, bill is more natural, but either one lands.
And then there's the group situation, which has its own little moment. Who's paying for what?
The classic. Everybody looks at the table.
So you've got options. If one person's covering everything, I've got this one. Simple, clean, generous. If you're splitting it, could we split this? Or before you even get to the restaurant, someone might say, "Let's just go Dutch tonight."
Go Dutch. Everyone pays their own share. And it's useful to know that phrase because it comes up in conversation before the meal, not just at the table. Like, "Hey, should we go Dutch?" is a very normal thing to say when you're making plans.
And if you want to be a little smooth about it, "I'll get this one, you get next time." Which also implies there's going to be a next time. Very confident energy.
Very. And then you're done. You say, "Thank you, it was great," on your way out, or "Have a good night," and that's your clean exit. You walked in, you handled every single step, and you walked out.
That's the whole script.
That's the whole thing. And here's what I find interesting about it. The first time you run through it, even just in your head, it stops feeling like something you have to prepare for. It starts feeling like something you've done before.
Because you kind of have. You just did it with us. Okay, word of the day. We have 5 today, and every single one of them came directly from what we just talked about. So these aren't random new words. These are the exact phrases that make the difference between surviving a restaurant conversation and actually feeling easy in it.
First one. And I know I said it like 6 times today, but that's because it's genuinely that useful. I'll go with. Say it with us. I'll go with. I'll go with. The simplest sentence. I'll go with the chicken. Now here's why this one matters. A lot of people default to I want. Totally fine. Nobody's offended. But in English, I want sounds like a demand. Flat. Direct. Whereas I'll go with sounds like you considered your options and made a choice. It sounds relaxed, confident, without trying to be. Instead of I want the salmon, try I'll go with the salmon, please. Feel the difference? Say it out loud, right now. I'll go with whatever your favorite food is. That's your phrase now.
Number 2, the cooking levels. Rare, medium, well done. Say the full list with us. Rare, medium, well done. Now I want you to pick yours right now. Not later, right now. Which one do you want your steak cooked? Because the whole trick is deciding before you're at the table, so you never have to think about it in the moment. My answer? Medium rare. Always. I'll go with medium rare, please. I've said that sentence hundreds of times. It never gets old, and I never freeze on it. Pick yours. Practice it out loud. I'll go with yours, please. Done. That freeze point is gone.
Number 3, for here or to go. Here's the thing about this one. It's not the words that trip people up. It's the speed. In real life, it sounds like, for here what to go? Fast, casual, almost one word. So you want to train your ear to catch it as a unit, not word by word. Say it fast with us. For here or to go? For here or to go? And your answer is just 4 words. For here, please. Or, to go, please. That's it. Next time you hear it fast, your brain already knows what it is.
Number 4, Could we split the check? Say it with us. Could we split the check? Could we split the check? Now here's a useful contrast. Split the check is what you say to the waiter at the table. Go Dutch is what you say to your friends before the meal. Like, should we just go Dutch tonight? Same idea, different timing. And you can be specific. Could we split this 3 ways? The waiter handles the math. You don't have to do anything except ask. Instead of silently hoping someone else figures out the bill, could we split the check, please? Straightforward. Easy. Done.
And number 5, this one is a bonus. You don't need it to survive a restaurant, but it's the kind of phrase that makes people remember you. Compliments to the chef. Say it with us. Compliments to the chef. Compliments to the chef. Compliments here means you're passing along praise. You're telling the waiter that the person who cooked your food did something worth acknowledging. It's warm. It's a little old-fashioned in the best way. You can say it on your way out. Please give our compliments to the chef. And I promise you, the waiter's face changes. Because it's not that common. Most people say, "It was great, thanks." Which is perfectly fine. But compliments to the chef is the version that people remember. Not because it's fancy, because it's kind.
Okay, so we've been through the whole thing today. And I want to say something before we go, because I think it's the actual point of everything we talked about. When you started this episode, you might have thought, okay, I just need more phrases, more vocabulary, more things to memorize. Maybe you've thought that for a while. That the reason restaurant English feels hard is that you don't know enough yet. But that's not what was missing.
What was missing was the script. Knowing that the conversation isn't random, it follows a pattern, the same pattern, every time at every restaurant. And now you have that pattern. You know what's coming. You know the freeze points, and you know how to move through them. You know how to order, how to handle the middle of the meal, how to ask for the check, how to handle the bill.
You have the whole thing. So here's the one thing I want you to actually do after this. Not a big assignment, just one thing. Next time you're at any restaurant, doesn't have to be English speaking, any restaurant, just notice the flow. Notice how it follows the same steps in the same order. You're not practicing, you're just watching the script happen in real life. And every time you see it, it gets a little more familiar, a little more yours. And then one day, you walk in, you sit down, the waiter comes over, and you're not waiting. You're just there.
That's it. Take care of your English.
And take care of your growth. This is Rise English. We'll see you next time.